What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to A Star Brighter Than the Sun, this time with episode 4, I think. We did hear the namesake of the series last episode, didn't we? With them shining. But yeah, pretty nice moments last episode, weren't there? I think the show has definitely improved as the episodes have gone on. Much better paced, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this episode in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like. There it is. And subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Unfortunately, she did confess, but only in her own head. It would be quite a funny twist if the person he did like wasn't her. Wouldn't it? It'd be pretty depressing. I feel like when you're, I don't know about you guys, I never really had like a long-term kind of crush or anything. I feel like I always moved on pretty quickly. Well, certainly was sometimes I didn't. But most of the time I would, and even those times that I didn't, it when I say that, it was like still wasn't that long. I couldn't imagine liking someone for this long. I probably would have just given up or try to confess or something by this point. A lot of time spent on something that's made no progress whatsoever. But this doesn't mean there's no hope or anything. And it is one of those things, if it does kind of come off and pay off all that time, it's probably will almost last forever. So it's worth it. I've still got to say though, there's nothing that really has separated this from any other romance I've seen though. Like when you think of cliche romance, this is what you think of right here. Your clemance. I always do that. I always fucking put two words together like that. Your cliche romance, clemance. That might grow on people. Maybe that's what we call it instead of a cliche romance or a clomance, clemance. Yeah, like nothing of this has been any different than any other romance I've seen, which is a negative, but it's also like if it's done really well, it would still be something I'd really enjoy. And it is done well to an extent, like it looks nice and stuff, but there hasn't been anything majorly kind of stand out so far, I would say. But yeah, no hate to like shows that are like a bunch of cliches, because some of them are my favorites. I think of like horror slashers. There's been thousands of slasher movies. Yeah, there's amazing ones and there's not so amazing ones. They all follow the same structure. Who are you meant to figure out who that is when you talk about something like that? That's not his intent to make her try and figure out, but like there's no point even trying to figure out who it is when someone's said like that. Like, it could be anyone. It could be someone nice. But she got a nice hug from some water. I like the fact that that girl with glasses cared about her that much to think about that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, is that a finger? I thought that was her mouth. I thought it was just done this horrible like frown. Kind of looked like it, didn't it? It was quite cute. Yeah, both have the one's a hugger, one's a spray with water. All got ways of dealing with stuff. Oh, well, you didn't really do like you were so ambiguous. Well, there's teachers on it. What's wrong with you? Stop checking. Why are you so paranoid? Sorry, I'm so big. Why is this woman so paranoid, bro? These are Japanese students. Responsible people right here. Me, situation like this, like going out, fucking trying to do whatever I could. Just sneak out. That's when the teacher's got to worry. Bedhead. This guy has got bedhead 24/7. Talking of the devil. The bedhead devil. Do you reckon that's a devil in Chainsaw Man? The bedhead devil. The sloppy devil. Meat chunks right there. Jesus Christ, what was that? The fuck? This is something like bodybuilders like eat, right? Just a plate full of meat. Mystery meat at that. Jesus, would you guys eat mystery meat? That just doesn't sound like it'd be good for you. Kind of like sausages, but worse. I do like a sausage, to be fair. So maybe I would eat mystery meat. Oh, that's a good sign. The first person he looked to was her. That's always a good, like, good thing. And again, let's not forget the first person he looked at. And just like that, we're done. Now those CGI characters at the back, they look like dolls, didn't they? The eyeless faces. I'm not sure why we're all so upset. I think we think that he likes someone else, but there's like, I don't get it. Nothing to say that it's not her either. It wasn't like she got absolutely ruthlessly denied or anything. Like, why are we all so upset? Maybe it's just a girl thing. Like, yes, there wasn't anything much promising from that occasion, but there wasn't anything really like. I don't know. Why are we crying? Well, that pink haired girl really is lovely, isn't she? I get why she's upset. She's upset because her friend's upset, but I'm not really sure why her friend's upset. So, yeah. She started something bigger here, making a lot of people upset from me being upset and nothing. What's not working? Man. Again, maybe it's just girls. Maybe it's just us men not understanding women. Maybe that's what this all boils down to. A fucking 50-year-old. I was always going to have some significance in this story, wasn't he? He looked way too old in that first episode when he yeah, when we first saw him. I don't think he spoke really since then. Oh, these guys got paired up. I think it's maybe one of those situations where because she was thinking that in her head, she was saying something completely different, but because that was running through her head at that time, she's almost like convinced herself that she said, like, she actually said what she was thinking out loud, and he denied her and said they like someone else. Is that what's going on? This show, she's absolutely deluded herself. Like, I get that, I've done that before. Maybe not to this extent, but something like similar. Yeah. A bit of a downer episode, and for seemingly no reason. Downer for the sake of it. Well done. I like the first hurdle, which was the starting line. I mean, yeah, funny enough, I said that. It literally, yeah, fell at the first hurdle at the starting line. It's literally what she's done mentally right here. You sure you're okay, old man? His legs holding up? Bruh, what is that? It's like a turd. It's like a dry turd. Oh, you gonna pick it up? That's a bird box. Where'd that come from? Just this random forest. Huh. She's gonna give him a boost. Let's see how it works. Again, said earlier about the Japanese students. That's so Japanese right there, isn't it? They're too nice. And he must be thinking, what the hell is she? Why is she acting so cold to me all of a sudden? Like, it's almost unfair for him that she's deluded herself. So now she's not just only made her friend cry. She's now think to him like, what have I done wrong? You ain't done nothing wrong. Like, what the hell? Like, what's going on with her? I understand when you're younger, you do kind of things like this do happen. You get all like, yeah, feel like the world's over and nothing's even happened. What does that say? I can't speak to him because of something. So fucking childish. Like 5-6-year-old level stuff. I said that quite a bit about this show, haven't I? Characters are quite childish. Very yeah. Rowing race. Jesus, these guys have been through it. Not thinking about it, this would be quite a rough trip, wouldn't it? She's gonna sink the boat. Oh, she's gonna take it home. I mean, I don't want to say this because it sounds harsh, but she would just like she does weigh a lot because she is taller, so she would compromise that little boat with all those little girls in, wouldn't she? And make them have to row quite a bit harder. Oh, didn't that work out perfectly? Except the fact that they're going at a ridiculous speed, trying to get out of the date. Yeah. Sure, I used to do quite a bit of. I never went rowing like in water, but I always used to love the rowing machines. I remember my first year of high school. Every lunchtime, I'd eat my lunch and then go do some rowing because I didn't really know what else to do. I'd go to the gym and just do the rowing machine. Got pretty good at it. Oh, she probably tried to gaslight you as well. No, no, I've been absolutely fine. It's you. Okay, big response coming here. Whatever he says next here is vital. It's vital. Well, doesn't even need to talk. I would have said something like, "Well, you don't need to worry. I don't think she'll be knowing about us." Something like that. It's pretty cringe, I know. Oh, we just went overboard right here. Well, that doesn't bode too well, does it? Even if things don't work out, that does really make it sound like that is somebody else he does like. Do you guys get that from that? That's what I would, if I was listening to that, I'd feel like, oh shit, well that almost confirms that they do like somebody else. I mean, he could be saying that about her, like, yeah, no issues if he is talking about her by saying that, but that does sound, to me, I'd interpret that like he's talking about somebody else. But maybe that's just because the way it's worded in English. Like, there's always that translation thing as well. So, but yeah, anyone else get it else? Are they standing up right now? Oh, they were just standing up, right? I was going to express that a second ago. Looks like they're not even floating. Guys, am I going crazy? Was this metaphorical? Was that metaphorical right there? Like, no, it couldn't have been, but because there was a big rock, and we literally see the depth of the rock is like at least a meter, right? At least a meter. How are they standing up? How'd she get that deep? And now they're standing up. So, I mean, not that it's massively important, but just like continuity. Yeah, where is the continuity in that? Maybe we move further along, somewhere along the scene. Maybe we move closer to the shore, closer along some. Joe, I was sorting out the time. Yeah, perhaps we moved during that scene, but they didn't really. Yeah, it kind of still looks like they're in the middle of the ocean right here, so I don't know. Maybe they're floating, but we just can't see their legs. It does really look like they're just standing up though, no? Well, that's the thing about ski in Japanese, isn't it? It kind of, that is the confessional thing of like saying I like you to someone, but also it does mean I like you. Like you can take that in the two ways of, oh, I like you as a friend, or I like you as in a lover. So it's not that big an issue if you were to accidentally say that out loud. It sure did. You went through a range of emotions. That right there was what they call it. Yeah, what they call it. What this thing that teenagers have. Hormones. That was hormones right there. This whole trip. He didn't. That nothing's changed. I need to explain that I got in my own head so much. I was so paranoid that nothing really happened. Nothing changed at all. Well, that episode really made the mountain out of a molehill, didn't it? Jesus. It was decent though. It's a nice moment, especially towards the end there. But yeah, I can't help but feel like they overinflated this a lot just for the sake of manufactured drama. I mean, you could say it's all manufactured drama being a written piece by someone, but like that especially was like, yeah, you made way much of a bigger problem out of that than it should have been. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Looks like we have got a little preview or an end segment to end off, so we'll stick around for that. as I keep saying, it just really does feel like this is like primary school level romance. Like it is kind of like watching like a 7 and 8 year old kind of who like each other. They're both so, her especially, they're so childlike about it, and it's like that's nice in a way. It's nice to see that they're so enthusiastic. It's quite adorable, but it is also like, damn, like you guys are almost adults. Grow up a little bit. Like, I mean, we saw their whole childhood in that first episode. Like they haven't progressed since then. But it is also quite sweet in a way, so it's not like a massive issue. It's got its positives and it's got its negatives. Jumping and swinging. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Pretty much summed it all up at the end there. So yeah, please let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section. Maybe I missed something as to why there was so much drama, but I think it was just her just thinking that he said something other than what he said. Like there was no allude. Maybe it's slightly different in Japanese than to English. Maybe there's a translation thing. I said earlier it kind of sounded like he was talking about someone else in this scene. So perhaps in Japanese maybe it sounded like he was talking to someone else in that scene earlier. Who knows? But as I said, you can start this episode by saying mountain out of a molehill, 100%. But as I said, let me know what you guys thought in the comments. If I maybe missed something, please let me know. Leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll see you next week with episode 5.